Then you said that kind of made me smile is when you were talking about like if we get recruited to some bigger war. I'm like, man, how shitty does our side that's recruiting
Yeah.
us be like, we need a planet of like 6 billion naked apes. Like that'll turn the tide against the death robots. I'm
They're
like,
just desperate.
fuck.
Hello, welcome back. Welcome to the bonus content with Louis D. Michael. Usually, I have more topics for the bonus content, but I
Yeah.
did
We're on a roll.
I will talk my whole content will be about aliens and like conspiracy theories, and they allow me.
I'm gonna tell you.
Actually, no one is not allowing me, but
Yeah.
maybe at some point. But
There's a void for it because Rogan's not talking about this stuff anymore. He's just
yeah, so
just
because like where are
politically angry. I'm like, no, get back to like cryptids
yeah.
and aliens.
Yeah, because the last we spoke is like what is gonna happen in the next 10 years,
Yeah.
and my comment on that to keep going, like there's many, obviously it's TikTok, it's social media, so I'm skeptical about it, but there's many, not one but many people that they do astral projections, and
Yeah.
there's like many that are like, oh, I was like brain to talk in the Galactic Federation, and da, 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 da.
Yeah.
I do believe there's a Galactic Federation. I'm so sorry, but
I hope there is.
I
I hope
hope
it's
that-
way more like Star Trek or something like Mass Effect
Yeah, like,
than, you know.
there's many theories, and then like one of the ones that like I'm gonna display them, and then we're gonna talk about it. One is that we are soon like to an awakening of like we're gonna have aliens coming here and
Yeah.
showing us like you've been fucking up too much. This is the way
Yeah,
things are gonna
yeah.
be now, and you're not fighting with your own species. And there's one theory underneath that is like they're gonna do that because they're like there's these type of aliens that are killing all
Right,
of
right.
us, so we need you to get your fucking chips straight because we need to
Help us.
fight these
Yeah.
ones.
Like a galactic threat. So
Yeah.
it just takes our world problems, and instead of a global conflict, we get sucked into a bigger
Yeah, to a
universe.
bigger universe.
I could believe that. I mean, that's science fiction, like kind of theory 101, where it's like there's a federation of would be good or allied species that are capable of empathy versus some sort of collective that is not. So it's like,
Again, like the universe is so vast and so fucking huge that it's impossible for me. It's impossible that there's not alien life.
yeah,
We may not understand how it is. I have another like thing that is like every time we see through a telescope, we're watching the past.
yeah, yeah.
Like is someone from 2 million years, light years away, watch us right now, they'll see dinosaurs and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that. They
yeah.
are not gonna see intelligence. They're
Yeah,
gonna see
or by the
humans.
time they saw us, we'd be dead and gone for millennia.
Also,
not,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the other way around.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
I do believe like when we see a star like yeah this galaxy, we don't know if there's life. It's like because we're watching like these
Yeah.
5,000 years
I
ago.
I'm gonna paraphrase a quote, but it is something about like a certain number of stars in the sky we literally see right now are actually gone.
Yeah,
Like they've supernovaed already,
yeah,
but we don't see that because it takes so long for the light to get to us yet.
yeah. So
Like,
so I truly believe there's aliens, but I don't know. Like I believe in our lifetime there's gonna be encounter. I don't know if it is gonna be soon, but I believe we're getting to the point that even either one, we're gonna destroy ourselves as a species
yeah.
because we're stupid, or they're gonna intervene and be like, "Don't destroy yourself.
Right.
This is the most stupid thing
So
I've ever seen." Now, I think if they come, like, if I am an alien and I'm coming to this planet
yeah.
to show resources and help them, if I see humans, me as an alien will be like, "I'm gonna wipe this out." And give the second best animal, like a best, like a more intelligent mammal, the intelligence that I need to tell them. Because like apparently there's octopus. Like they say like they make like a analysis, and if we died, if
Yeah.
there's no more humans, the
Uh,
next species that will take like the lead, it will be octopus.
I remember when I was a kid, I saw like an old like Nat Geo thing about that, how like tree flipping squids would become a thing, like octopus or squid would come out of the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound speciesist here for a little bit,
But
but
oh fuck, I said wait.
yeah, you get them sucker fuckers the fuck out of my planet. No, I I think one of humanity's, if we go back to looking at us as animals, one of the like most powerful things we have is like adaptability. Because like, how long did it take for us to become, adapted to the internet, adapted to being locked down for a little bit, adapted to not being locked down, adapted to whatever the next new holy fuck thing is. Even the AI we're dealing with now is like crazy, but then it's like, oh, I guess I'm having mac and cheese for dinner. It's like, what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a level of compartmentalization we are capable of, and then a level of adaptability. And it's like, I think if there were supremely intelligent aliens that came here, which by the way, I was going to ask you, had you heard the theory about after Hiroshima and Nagasaki is when there was first contact?
No.
Okay, that's so evidently the theory about Roswell, because I think that happened in what, like 48, 49? It was something like that.
Hiroshima, yeah.
No, oh, no, no. Hiroshima and Nagasaki
Oh,
were
'Roswell.
45, but the alien crash at Roswell, I thought was in the late 40s. And the theory behind that is once a species enters the atomic age, right? This is from people theorizing about like a galactic federation, but like they have warning systems in place for when an intelligent species uses nuclear weapons or enters an atomic age. And then because of how long it takes to get around in the universe, the reason that the ships showed up in 48 is because they were traveling after they got pinged that we use nuclear weapons. So I'm kind of inclined to believe that. And then I would hope that an intelligent species would come down and be like, hey, you are capable of destroying yourselves with this incredible technology, which means like you are smart enough that we could probably show you the way to not do that. And then again, I, people talk about utopia not quite being a thing. It's like, yeah, you'll never be happy every goddamn day, but it's like a utopia where everybody's fed, everybody's healthy,
Yeah.
everybody's as educated as they can be individually. I'm like, we could probably do that now as a
Yeah.
species.
Yeah.
We could probably do that on our own. So
Dude,
it's like a
I'm
hyper
pretty sure.
intelligent alien could do that for us like that.
Dude, every time I hear like, oh yeah, the world have a 278 trillion, that is like to who?
Yeah, yeah, we're
Like,
just making that up.
yeah, we're just making this up
Yeah.
and making ourselves like
Yeah.
unhappy because we have the money to feed people, we have the resources to like make
Yeah.
education better, and but we are like no,
In
no.
I was gonna say, in spite of sounding like a dirty communist bastard, if you look at the amount of resources we have on the planet and then the technology we could put behind that, if the powers that be really wanted to, you could bring, I think, every human being out of poverty. And we're not doing that.
The things like the money talks, like is it like the
Well, I think that goes into dark triad people.
no, and there's a
rising.
program when you program something to fail.
Oh, planned obsolescence?
Yeah, playing
Yeah.
obsolescence. Like they know that they can make light bulbs that last for 100 years.
Yeah.
For 100 years at least.
Yeah.
So but the light bulb company is like,
Yeah,
yeah, we're
yeah.
not selling that because
Yeah, yeah.
then
yeah.
what we're selling. So we have the tools to give us energy that we don't need to like buy more. We don't
It's-
need to make more of these because we already have this. But the companies are like, yeah, I don't think so.
Again, I'm not a dirty commie pinko, but you are showing some of the pitfalls of pure capitalism where it's like you need consumption in
Yeah.
capitalism to keep going. But it's like you could still have consumption of all kinds of stuff and also have a light bulb that lasts
Yeah,
100
yeah,
years.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The problem is it's such a fast acting
Well, like
society.
with petrol,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
oil, like there's many people that is like, hey, I just found that with our pee we can make gasoline,
Yeah.
and like 3 Doritos
Yeah.
later, like that person died, and it's like,
Yeah,
ah,
yeah. Again, that goes into that, when we go back to Jack Kennedy and the conspiracy of the power of it all, and like maybe some kind of I don't. Here's the thing about like conspiracy theories and where I get skeptical on even them is it's so hard to actually keep a secret. And like think about even let's go back to like stand up gossip. Gossip is nothing more than secrets that get out like that.
yeah,
And it's like if this new world order is made up of humans, and I've heard about the CIA that they truly look for when they're recruiting people with sociopathic or psychotic tendencies, because a lack of empathy allows you to be told what to do, how to follow orders, and you don't feel weird holding on to secrets.
yeah,
Um, which could be true, but I'm like a whole global network,
yeah. Of
and
that.
there's not more chat. Not and maybe what the tidbits we're getting that feeds the conspiracies are the people that get out and
Yeah, but we don't believe them
right,
because
right.
we are made to believe like, oh, this is the one we're gonna chain and be like, oh, this is.
Yeah, this guy's a fucking moron.
Yeah, sure. We have weapons that vaporize people. Yeah, sure, and they do have it.
I mean, yeah, I got to tell you, there's a podcast called The Sean Ryan Show that I'll watch occasionally. And he had a guy on that claimed to work at a secret base in Antarctica that had alien technology that was, I think, related to some sort of like laser technology that could be used around the planet to do all kinds of direct energy based weapons shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like I wanted to say he was fucking nuts out the gate, but it's like when somebody says like two fucking crazy things, but then they say a third thing that's just believable enough where you're like, fuck, like
yeah, like what if the crazy
like,
things are
yeah,
not
you're like, there's
crazy?
just enough sanity there to make the utterly insane palatable.
Yeah,
And so,
that's something that I said many times in this podcast. Like I talk about like not just with alien conspiracy. It's like in life, there's things that are like when they're not believable, even if it's true, it sounds fake. So people like don't say it. For
yeah.
example, I have this conspiracy theory. I don't know if the other people have it, but maybe it's mine.
You're making your own up. They're
I
fun to
create
do.
this one.
Fun to do.
No, I do believe there's people with superpowers.
Okay.
But I believe no one with superpowers and 4 fingers of forehead. That's a saying we say in Venezuela. If you have 4 fingers for forehead, your brain is okay.
Is
But
that right?
yeah, there's good.
Yeah, we're getting
That,
there.
like
So are bald people automatically
the-
fucked?
any smart people. Yeah, they're like ah.
Or does it go by like the forehead crease skin versus where your follicles would be? All right,
Yeah,
we're
but-
moving on.
But
Sorry.
we're moving on. No, but I do believe any person who is smart
Hmm.
and have a superpower,
Yeah.
they will immediately like not use it, hide that shit from anybody else.
Yeah.
Because at the moment you show like, imagine you can control electricity and you can like create a light bulb.
Yeah.
The moment you show that you can do that, there's gonna be men in black in your
Yeah,
door, and they're
yeah.
gonna if you're lucky, they're gonna turn you into a weapon.
Yeah.
If you're unlucky, they're gonna fucking kill you and see like why you were like that.
Right. Turn you into a lab experiment. I've never really thought about that.
So
as
it's like
much.
I wouldn't like if I have superpowers, I would not use them. I wouldn't let
Okay.
anybody know that I have it. I wouldn't like, yeah, I'm gonna fight crime. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at some point they're gonna get to you and they're gonna either make you a weapon, kill you, or experiment on you. And all of these three sounds really.
I I think that is your conspiracy, but I can get behind that. Mainly because I think one of the most honest forms of a superpower is ultra intelligence. Like, have you ever talked to somebody that you're just like, no, they're so much smarter than me that I'll somehow the level of intelligence that they're at makes me dumber being around them. Where I'm like, I don't know how to
Just go
talk
back.
good now. But it's like so you could talk to a professor, but then you talk to the guy who the professor's in wow of, and then that guy looks up to like maybe the one person on the planet that is the expert in that field, and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy's that's a superpower right there. Whoever's breaking into quantum physics without Chat GPT, I'm like, oh, that kid has a superpower. So and then telekinetic ability and some sort of ability to manipulate the surroundings around you, I'm open to believe that. I mean, I'm open to believing the occult, and then I think a lot of things that could be spiritual might be misconstrued as some kind of phenomena as well. So it's like, I believe in demons as well. And
Yeah,
it's crazy the amount of people that believe in demons. And it's like, well, yeah, but that in its own way could be some sort of like scientific breakthrough, or some sort of thing we don't quite understand yet
the,
with
the,
our level of science, but it's like, oh, it could be a thing.
well, we're comics, and there's a comic who just fucking bought the Annabelle. Well, the whole house of Matt Rife.
Oh
The
yeah.
Annabelle thing is like there's
Something's fucked there, dude.
something have to be true. Like there's too many
I,
stories for it to be
why did he say why he did that?
no. But it's like
Does that seems fucked to me.
yeah, this is my thing. If the 10 people say the same thing about the same object, and I can believe nine of them are lying,
Yeah.
but there have to be a piece of truth. And I
Yeah.
believe that fucking doll is like fucking hot.
Something. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Are you Catholic or
I was.
Christian?
I'm a like atheist now.
It's
but,
fine.
But I used to be Catholic.
It's just to put this out there. So it's like, I am Catholic, and the Catholic Church openly is like, yeah, demons are real.
Yeah.
And exorcisms are real, and you're just like, wait, fucking what? And you're like, hang on, that's like coming from the Pope headquarters. Like, yeah, we have a whole like department to fight that shit, and you're like, what? Wait, what? And like, you're just thinking it's all like, oh, just believe in Jesus and be good, and you should. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
as an individual person, you should just aspire to be as good as you can. But then the fact that that same organization and religion's also like, also demons are real. I'm like, what the fuck now? What? Wait, what? Like, and then going back to Matt Rife and buying that, I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why would a
What
guy
is the
like that,
reason?
other than if it's like a grotesque hobby of his and he's reached a level of wealth
Yeah.
that I'm like, you can do fuck you hilarious shit, then maybe. But if he's never publicly come out about why, now I'm making a conspiracy where I'm like, that jaw surgery turned out too perfect. Something devilly, something satanic to get that boy the level of success he has right now.
Yeah.
Granted, he is good at crowd work, but devilishly
yeah.
so.
And I could to end the podcast because
Damn it, dude, we could keep
it
going all
goes
day.
yeah it goes so
Yo,
fast.
give it a couple months, but I would love to come back and keep talking about stuff like this, dude.
Just,
Like,
just about this is
yeah,
a new
yeah.
podcast. Just talking about
yeah,
this.
yeah,
But I do believe there's people that makes like things with demons,
yeah.
and therefore they're like successful. And one of my other like conspiracy theories is that people, actors, really good actors in Hollywood that were in everything that
Yeah.
I don't know where I don't think they just disappear.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they have an excuse like, oh yeah, no, I was taking care of my family or whatever. Like the guy from like Honey, I Shrink the Kids.
Oh yeah, Rick Moranis.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, no, I just like drop this to be with my family. Like, yeah, you don't drop this.
Yeah.
So I do believe those people got to a level of fame that the people above and the puppets and
Like-
the people like controlling the puppets were like, okay, now you have to fuck a king, and they're like, no, and they're like,
well, then
you're
you're done.
You're
Yeah.
not getting any more movies, not even one.
Well,
Like you're done. And it's like, yeah, but I'm a good actor. We don't fucking care. Are you gonna fuck the kid? No. Okay.
like, no.
Then you're out, and if you say something,
Dude,
you're gonna have a
Yeah,
really bad accident.
We're gonna kill your wife to prove it to you. Yeah,
You're gonna have you're gonna fall off a balcony. You're gonna overdose. You're
Yeah.
gonna whatever. Like, and it's like, ugh.
Well, for our comedic careers, I hope both you and I are successful enough to someday be challenged with a decision like that. And I hope we both
Say yes.
say, yeah, be like, but-
Like the people, someone watching this,
yeah.
like in 2032, and you're famous as fuck, and they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
this guy
did it. Well, okay. If we're getting towards a final note, something I want to say that it's like it's a runaround way to come back to maybe believing in Jesus and God is truly. I think if you believe in demons and that level of evil, if it's satanic evil, it's not a great way to go back about it, but it is retroactively being like, well, then what exists on the other end of that?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I probably has to be an omnipotent God of hopefully good. I don't know, but that's
The
when
hopes aren't good.
when I see satanic shit for real, I'm like there has to be a universal pushback on the other side of that. And so, don't if you see goodness every now and again, just be like, all right, that rules too. Like somewhere there's a doll that is possessed. But I'm like, somewhere else there's a saint. There's a living saint probably walking around right now, and hopefully we are lucky enough to cross paths with that. So I don't know. It's like as much despair as there is. I'm like, I'll be hopeful for that
Yeah, they have
good
to
as
be a
well.
balance,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Especially if you believe in the demonic. I'm like, well, if the demonic exists, that means the angelic has to as well. And I'm always looking for both. And I always feel privileged if I'm like, I think I'm around
Yeah.
like a good thing. I'm like,
And
all right.
this comes down to like humans are so minimal in the battle of everything. Like
Yeah.
if it is aliens, if it's AGI, if it is demons and angels, like
Yeah.
we're just audience members, like,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
miserably going
Yeah.
through life,
I-
being like seeing all of this happening.
Something you said that kind of made me smile is when you were talking about like if we get recruited to some bigger war. I'm like, man, how shitty does our side that's recruiting us being like, we need a planet of like 6 billion naked apes. Like, that'll turn the tide against the death robots. I'm
They're
like,
just desperate.
fuck, we're fucked, dude. If a society shows up with a fucking Marine Corps recruiter for the Space Marines, and they're like, "You guys are in," I'm like, "We're you guys are losing bad, aren't you?" Like,
Yeah, that you need us.
yeah, actually, yeah. Here's your space gun. You're like,
Like
"Fuck."
you are desperate.
Yeah, we're like, all right.
You were like they were like this. You were our last.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We did not want to come here.
Yeah, there's another planet that is like just
Yeah.
just octopus with sticks,
And they're doing
and
great.
and they were like before you.
yeah. They did get consumed before you, so it's you guys now. You're like, fuck.
Well, that was the bonus content. Dude.
Christian, thank
this
you
was
for having me.
amazing.
This ruled.
And if you want more conspiracy theories, like I'll start a new podcast with all just that.
Dude, I'm fucking in.
But for now, adios.
Bye, everybody. Adios.